Alright guys, we're trying something out a little new today. You can see me in the bottom little window. I even put some makeup on for Miss Michaela because she kept telling me how tired I looked yesterday, so I hooked it up and got dressed today. We are going to be working on volume this week. It's 7.9a. It's solving problems involving the volume of rectangular prisms, rectangular pyramids, and triangular pyramids. All of the content that we're doing this week is new, except for the volume of rectangular prisms, which you guys learned in 6th grade. You do not have notes to refer back to, but I did go back and post some additional review videos under Unit 8, 3D Geometry in Google Classroom. So let me show you where those are just a second. So if you need a refresher from 6th grade content, or if you attended the summer bridge last summer, this would be a good place for you to go back, and especially to find the volume of rectangular prisms, to go back and look at that really quickly. So those are there for you. While I'm in Google Classroom, I want to show one more thing to you guys. I went ahead and made an announcements tab, so this is where you're going to find any information that is from McNair for the week, and then Google Hangouts, so you can very easily see how to get to the Google Hangouts every day. Or not every day, every Monday and Wednesday. Alright, let's look for the rest of the week. So, I made a sample agenda that you could use. I say sample because you don't have to do it this way. This is just suggested agenda if you would like to do it this way. So again, we're working on volume all this week. If it were me, I would do Monday and I would do the volume of the rectangular prism video, and then I would work on that Google form. There's a video chat with me at 1 o'clock if you would like to come ask questions. On Tuesday, I would work on the volume of triangular prisms and then that corresponding Google form, and I'll show you those in a second. Wednesday, volume of pyramids video, and then the Google form. Again, there's a video chat at 1 o'clock that day. For Thursday, we're working on a TeachSing activity. It's just word problems to practice what you learned from the videos and things. And then on Friday, there's a Flipgrid activity, and again, I'll show that to you. Everything is due by 4 o'clock on Friday, and then I will go ahead and I will post the following week's videos at that time, and activities at that time also. Alright, so I just talked to you about that in a second. So first, you will start with the volume of rectangular prisms. You're going to watch this video, and I've attached it here, but I will also post it to Google Classroom, so you can work a couple of different ways if you would like to. So this time, it's not going to be a video from Mrs. Sanders. It's going to be a video from someone. Sorry guys, everybody in my house is using internet at this time, so it takes a little bit for everything to get going. But there will be a YouTube video that you will watch. Here it comes.
In this video,
there will be a YouTube video that you will watch, and then there is a corresponding, after you finish watching that video, you'll go to the Google form, and there are 5 or 6 questions on each of these Google forms. You'll put in your email address, your first and your last name. The video is linked one more time, and then they will ask you the questions about volume. Remember guys, when we talk about volume, that when we go to write our units, we're going to write whatever the unit is, cubed, because we are multiplying 3 different measurements in order to find volume. So that's where the cubed sign comes for, that little small 3 that'll go after inches. So you want to keep that in mind throughout this week. So this is the one for rectangular prisms, okay? You will submit the form, and then you will go back to Google Classroom and you will mark this assignment as done. And you will do the exact same thing for triangular prisms. You will watch a video. There's a Google form. Make sure you have scratch paper. I'm not worried about looking at your scratch paper, so you don't have to upload that, but I think that it's necessary that you have some. And then you will submit the Google form, and then you will go back and complete the stuff, show that you completed it in Google Classroom. And then the same thing. There's a volume of pyramids. This time it includes triangular and rectangular pyramids. You'll watch the video, you'll submit the Google form, and you'll mark this assignment as complete. Okay, this is an example of what the 10 questions from TeachSing will look like. Yes, there's only 8 questions on this graphic, but that's only because I couldn't fit them all on here. There will be 10 questions that you will complete over volume. And then again, if you get here and you're struggling, make notes, come with questions to Google Hangouts, and I will be happy to work out these with you. When you get to this section, if you have scratch paper at your house, you can do it on scratch paper. If you have a printer and you can print it, that's awesome. You can just submit pictures of what you are working on that way and upload them to Google Classroom and mark that assignment is done. But if you can't print, just any piece of scratch paper in your interactive notebook, anywhere you can find to write your stuff down, that's completely fine. All right, and then the last thing for Friday is or my suggested timeline, it would be Friday. If you want to work on it whatever day of the week, that's fine with me, but from my suggested timeline, it was Friday, so that's why I said Friday. Okay, so anytime next week that you would like to work on this, there is a Flipgrid assignment. So you are going to go here, but I've also posted the graphic for you. Remember, Flipgrid is where you'll do a little video and explaining the information, or just to answer the question that Mrs. Brown posts on Flipgrid, you will respond back with a video. And that's selfishly just so I can see all of your faces. If you do not have access to something that has a camera on it, like a laptop or your phone or an iPad, you can write your answer down on a piece of scratch paper and upload it to Google Classroom. That's completely fine. I'm okay with that too. But you'll look at this question, you'll decide who is correct, you'll use the sentence stem, I believe blank is correct because, and if you're doing the video assignment, you'll do a short video explaining who you think is correct. If you are doing it on paper because you don't have access to something that will record for you, you can just post the picture on Google Classroom that way. Okay? And then the enrichment activity, if you have extra time and you're looking for something to do, you can log on to Imagine Math and complete the distance learning volume pathway. It is optional for this week. Optional means that Mrs. Brown is not going to be looking at it this week. I'm just posting it for you in case you were like, I need some extra practice with this. This is where you're going to go. You need to complete the pathway if you're looking for extra work or to help understanding. It is not a requirement for this upcoming week, okay? All right, for Google Hangout, remember that Mondays and Wednesdays at 1 o'clock we have a Google Hangout, and you can log on with me and ask questions about your work from the week. So we're going to take care of that first. Everything that we're doing this week is new, so I want to make sure that we're giving time for the people that have questions before we socialize. I love y'all, and I want to talk to you, and I miss seeing your faces at school and having lunch and all the things that we get to do when we're at campus. But I just want to make sure that everybody gets their question answered first, and then we can move into the socialization part of it. So again, you're going to copy the link into your browser, and then you will select join. We do use the guidelines that are standing on the right-hand side as much as possible, as long as people have questions, and then we can move into the socialization part of it, okay? We can even create another Google Hangout just to talk if you guys want to do that also. So if you have any questions about anything that's in this video, or if Ms. Brown needs to clarify anything, let me know. Send me a private message, send me an email. Evidently, someone told me that their children are using, I don't know if you know this or not, so I'm going to show it to you really quickly. If you go to your email, over here, there is an actual like chat section, so you can send me a chat message if you want to that way also. So that's another way that you can get into contact with me, okay? But other than that, if you have any more questions or anything, let me know and I will get back to you guys. I miss y'all. See you soon.